John Gerzema, The Athena Doctrine, How Women, and the Men Who Think Like Them, Will Rule the Future. In a rapidly transforming world, it's time to re-examine the values that guide leadership and innovation. In The Athena Doctrine, John Gerzema argues that traditionally feminine traits such as empathy, collaboration, and humility are essential to forging a new global economic landscape. Drawing from a wealth of data and real-life examples spanning various countries, the book identifies the Athena values and demonstrates their power to drive positive change. Learn how embracing these qualities has significant implications for reshaping industries, improving social welfare, and fostering a more sustainable, prosperous future.
The power of feminine traits. The 2008 economic crisis was a turning point that shifted people's perception of traditional masculine behavior. Regardless of origin, respondents associated feminine traits such as empathy, communication, and cooperation as essential for navigating the emerging economic landscape. The majority believed that a feminine influence could create a shift towards fairness, trust, and a decline in scandals and wars. This era of mistrust requires leaders to focus on contributing value to society instead of extracting it. However, there is still a significant lack of female representation in government and business. The studies suggest that companies with women in their board of directors have outperformed male counterparts by 26%, and female-run hedge funds outperformed their male-run counterparts for 9 consecutive years. Feminine practices can lead to happiness and success in various industries, proving that the power of feminine traits in leadership cannot be underestimated. Athena's principles of productive leadership. The ancient Greek goddess Athena embodies the essential qualities of productive leadership, including connectedness, humility, candor, patience, empathy, trustworthiness, openness, flexibility, vulnerability, and balance. These traits are not gender-specific, they should be embraced by everyone. By adopting Athena-based principles, organizations can create a more flexible, collaborative, and creative workplace. A leader who approaches tense situations with empathy and kindness can save lives. Feminine values should have a place in today's workplace and can positively influence every aspect of leadership, management, and innovation. The Athena leadership style. The Athena leadership style prioritizes empathy, collaborates with stakeholders, and focuses on building a strong future. Rather than serving their egos, Athena leaders prioritize the organization's vision and purpose. They value purpose over financial gain and seek input from every level of their organization. This leadership style exhibits traits that are often considered feminine and values transparency, honesty, integrity, and fairness. Athena leaders embrace failure as part of the creative process, show vulnerability, and encourage learning and adaptation by listening and communicating. The Athena-style leadership is emerging globally in tackling social, economic, technological, and regulatory problems. WhipCar, turning cars into money-making machines. WhipCar is a car-sharing site founded by Vinay Gupta and Tom Wright that revolutionizes car ownership by allowing owners to rent out their cars when not in use, generating additional income. The site acts as a mediator between car owners and renters, providing insurance for a fee. However, establishing trust between the parties is a significant challenge. To build trust and ensure responsible behavior, the founders incorporated a human element into their business model by encouraging face-to-face meetings, where renters feel an obligation to drive responsibly. By taking advantage of emerging social trends and technological advances, WhipCar has environmental benefits by cutting down on carbon emissions and manufacturing waste. This platform allows younger generations to steer away from traditional status symbols that their parents sought, and contribute to reducing their carbon footprint simultaneously. Iceland's female-led response. Iceland's response to the 2008 economic crisis is an outstanding example of how feminine qualities can take economies out of deep waters. Iceland's 3 major bands suffered from debt that was 8 times the nation's GDP. However, the country's decision to elect female leaders to power, and the leadership of women protesters to bring attention to the male excess that caused the problems, helped them out of the crisis. The new administration increased spending on social programs and repaid Icelanders via a deposit guarantee program and devaluation of their currency. They adopted a new constitution generated with the help of 1,000 citizens picked at random, with a council overseeing the process live via social media. Feminine qualities such as harmony, security, and happiness were at the forefront of the document. Rebuilding Japan. Following the devastating 2011 Japanese tsunami, citizens took action when the government failed to respond. University student, Kohei Fukuzaki, developed a website and app called roomdonor.jp to help those displaced find temporary lodging. The website connected those in need with concerned citizens, matching them with temporary housing. The personal values of compassion, selflessness, and personal responsibility were exemplified in the people's assistance to Kanoye Shinamaki Suisan Company, a mackerel cannery, which was destroyed in the disaster. Volunteers arrived to help move thousands of cans of fish buried by debris, embodying the ideals of the Athena values. Innovative solutions for Kenyan farmers. Rose Gazlinga, the founder of Kilimo Salama, came up with an innovative solution to provide agricultural insurance to small-scale subsistence farmers in Kenya. By using automated weather stations, wireless telephone technology, and financial transaction technology, Gazlinga and her team formed a group insurance platform to provide coverage against weather-related disasters. Initially, farmers were reluctant to invest in insurance because of the high cost of seeds and fertilizers. But, through Kilimo Salama, major seed and fertilizer companies started providing insurance coverage through supply sales. The insurance program started with a few farmers, but by 2013, it had over 12,000 participants, making it self-sustaining. The success of the program led the owner of regional seed shops to act as insurance representatives, further extending the program's reach. The program was a groundbreaking solution that benefited farmers who make up half of Kenya's population. The program's inexpensive insurance coverage allowed farmers to safeguard their crops against drought or floods, ensuring their survival. Kilimo Salama's collaboration showed that businesses could work together to use innovative technologies and provide solutions for societal challenges. Breaking barriers, women leadership in China. While women of the previous generation in China had equal access to education and jobs, social limitations hindered their creativity and aspirations. However, the post-Mao generation has achieved extraordinary success, with women making breakthroughs in diverse fields. The book's summary highlights the achievements of successful female innovators, including Heng Huang, Wang Yinxiang, Zhang Xian, and Jiang Qiong. The book also features the philanthropic efforts of Yang Lan, a TV personality and media mogul who seeks to develop a culture of giving among China's wealthy. She established the Sun Culture Foundation in 2006 and has sought to teach wealthy individuals how to give back in a meaningful way that benefits society.
In conclusion, the essence of the Athena Doctrine is that today's world stands to gain from adopting feminine qualities in governance and leadership. As the global economy evolves, empathy, collaboration, and other Athena values are becoming the driving forces behind innovation, progress, and even the attainment of happiness. From groundbreaking business models to addressing social inequalities and environmental concerns, these principles offer a blueprint for a more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable world. Thus, embracing the Athena style of leadership will shape the way forward, regardless of whether it comes from women or men who think like them.